We are kicking off the new year buried in debt. Americans owe more than $1.2 trillion. That is a big number. A lot of people behind on their bills.
And now complaints about debt collectors are soaring. So all new this morning on your side, Susan Campbell is showing us what you need to know if you're facing a mountain of overdue debt.
Yeah, so this can obviously be really stressful. Then the debt collector's call gets way worse. So it is important to come up with a plan. The very first thing you need to do is just figure out exactly how much you actually have.
So let's just give it a run.
The actors with Murder, Inc. are rehearsing for their next performance.
So let's begin, shall we?
And that's spelled I-N-K because we write all of our murder mysteries.
Greg Lutz owns a company and has poured everything into it for years.
I'll tell you, I had about 60 grand in debt. Most of that on credit cards because you get the zero balance and you transfer it to this one and transfer it to that one. But then when the time's up, boy, it really raises the interest and the principal. You don't even know what the principal is anymore.
And that was mostly for the business?
Exactly, yes, all for the business.
The debt started to pile up during the pandemic when nobody was going to shows. Greg spent more working on new shows to try and get new revenue. Then the debt collectors started calling.
They would threaten me with, we're going to own Murder, Inc. We're going to own your house.
That's terrifying.
It is terrifying.
That's what you've worked for years and years and years.
Exactly. And then you can't help it, as somebody who at that time wasn't informed, there's a little panic attack. And you start thinking, well, maybe I should listen to them. I mean, they're telling me I don't have any other choices.
Here's the thing. Greg did have other choices, and so do you.
A lot of consumers are getting collection calls these days.
Jim Triggs is the CEO of the nonprofit Money Management International, which helps people get out of debt.
90-day delinquencies on credit cards are up over 12% of the entire portfolio, which is astronomically high. We haven't seen numbers like that since the Great Recession.
He says it's important to know your rights when it comes to debt collectors.
They can't call you at times that are inconvenient for you. That's usually before 7 a.m., after 9 p.m. They can't threaten to put you in jail for not paying your debt or threaten you in general. They can't harass you at work if you tell them not to call you at work.
Still, we've seen a big spike in complaints about debt collectors. According to data from the Federal Trade Commission, in the first 3 quarters of 2024, the FTC got about 44,000 reports about debt that wasn't owed or abusive and threatening debt collection practices. During the same time in 2025, that number jumped to almost 195,000. Greg says for him, it was almost impossible to figure out which debt collectors were even legitimate.
And a lot of them were fraudulent, but you don't know that when they call you.
So he asked for help from MMI and got on a plan to pay off everything with reduced interest rates.
Are you paid off?
I have 1 month left. So 1 month left.
Do you see that relief all over his face?
And you are the one!
It's relief and excitement for a new season of new shows.
Before you pay a debt collector, verify the debt. MMI says you should ask for the company's name, business address, and contact info, then ask for written verification of the debt itself. Want to do a quick clarification, that $1.2 trillion, that's just credit card debt.
Wow.
We owe a lot of money on credit cards, so if that is you, if you are facing this and you are not behind yet, we want to keep it there. Stay up to date with at least those minimums. Start socking away a lot of extra money toward the one with the lowest balance.
Okay.
And then move on to the next debt once you pay off that first debt, because you get those little wins along the way and you're going to feel that motivation to keep going on that debt payoff plan.